Hi, I'm Scott the Buitléir. I'm a radio presenter with RTE. Díomh agus Fergade Míle Fáilte, you're very welcome along to another delicious serving of the Cosmo here, kicking off Gay Wednesdays on RTE Pulse. If you want to get in touch, thecosmo@rte.ie is the email address, but we're going to keep on with the music for now. Christine W, Love is the Look. So my name is Scott the Buitléir. I'm 21 and I'm from Clontarf in Dublin. I lived here all my life and I've just finished a degree in Irish and Welsh in UCD, and I'm now doing a Masters in Journalism in Irish in UCD as well. So despite the love of the languages, I'm hoping to get the media or get a career in media as the years go by, and that's how it started about 6 years ago. I got into radio because my dad was involved with community radio with a station in the city centre, and I was around 16 when my mum asked my dad to bring me to the station because I was in transition year at the time. So this was the first time I was in a radio station. He was on the panel for a current affairs programme, and I was just sitting back watching everything go on in the studio, and I just loved the entire setup. I loved how the presenters were going on. I loved the kind of the technical side of it with the sound man and that, and I just thought I'd really like to get involved. So my dad asked the station manager at the time, is there any chance he can get him a bit of work experience, because I was in transition year, so I needed a bit of that for my course. And the station manager said, well, if he's able to, give him a we'll give him a chance at doing a show of his own. So this is me, 15 years old, or yeah, 15 going on 16, being given a chance to be a presenter. So I ended up doing a phone-in chat show for teenagers, for young people, on the same community station, and it ran for 3 months, even though I was only supposed to do it for work experience for 2 weeks, but the station were happy enough to keep me on for the next few months. So I really enjoyed that, and I went on from there. The first time I got into commercial radio was when I won a competition by the name of Comórtas Realta DJ, and it was a competition in association with the Broadcasting Commission of Ireland and eight commercial stations all around Ireland. So I was representing SpunOut.ie in Dublin, and the point of the competition was to find an Irish-speaking radio presenter, and I'm fluent in Irish, so I entered it in 2005, only got to the Dublin finals, and I thought, okay, I really want to get this, so I entered again the year after, and I became the national winner. So I was working with a very well-known DJ by the name of Dusty Rhodes for a year, and I got to work with the programme Top 40 of Buitléir, and I did the pop gossip for that show, and then I was also working with Spin for a year as well. So then after that I was working with 1 or 2 other stations, mainly with Irish language stuff, until eventually I got a call from RTE, and they said, any chance you'd like to do a show on one of our new digital radio stations? So that's how I'm here. And my first show with RTE Pulse was a bit nervous to say the least, or at least the first time I went live, because for a few weeks I was pre-recording the shows, so it wasn't that pressured. But the first time I went live was very different, because my show was the first show on the station to go live. Everyone else was still in training, you could say, in pre-recording, whereas I was nominated to go first. And it was very weird, because I thought, okay, I'm kind of doing the same things now as the big guys and the other stations, and I'm still only 21. How am I here? And actually I was 20 by that stage, because it was in November of last year. So I was still just like 20 years old, and all of a sudden I was doing the same thing as the likes of Jerry Ryan and Ryan Tubridy and Pat Kenny, and I'm there kind of thinking, how did I get here? But thankfully everything on the night just worked out perfectly, so there were no problems. Got in a lot of messages from listeners, and everyone seemed to be happy enough with me, so I haven't been kicked out yet so far. Biggest highlight that I had was this year. I've been working in RTE for a year, and one of the biggest highlights was interviewing Senator David Norris, and I got the chance to interview him, I think it was back in March of this year, of 2009, and he's a very influential man. He's very intelligent, but he's also very funny, and the type of interview that I usually carry out, it's for about 15 minutes, but he was able to speak for almost an hour, and he just kept on going, nattering away, and he was just so funny as well and so entertaining. That was it was a big influence on me. It was a very big moment for me. I think as well as that, when I got a chance to go backstage to the Meteor Music Awards back when I was working with SpunOut.ie, and that was really cool as well, because I got to meet a lot of Irish celebs, and the likes of maybe kind of Louis Walsh and the guys from Boyzone, and a few other people as well that, you know, outside of Ireland. That was really cool, because I was only around 17 by this stage, and everyone else around me was maybe in their late 20s. So half the people were looking at me kind of thinking, how did you get here? And the other half were kind of thinking, well, you must have done something right to get here at such a young age. But it was cool either way. I think the only thing that is embarrassing that I've done is say the name of another station while on air. RTE might kill me for saying this, but there was one day when I was doing the show here, and the show I do for RTE is live, so I couldn't really backtrack. But there was a station that I used to work for as well called Radio Rerock, which is an Irish language station, and I think it was only like 2 months into working with RTE, and I started off the show saying, "Hello, you're listening to Radio RTE Pulse." So I was able to save myself, but that was the only thing that was near embarrassing. But I still got a few comments from friends who were listening and saying, "Oh, what did you just say?" But that was really it. That's the worst thing that's happened to me. I'd like to stay here. I'd like to stay in RTE. I would ideally love to get onto television. I think I've been working in radio for 6 years now. I'd like to try the TV as well, and we'll see how that goes. I've a few tricks up my sleeve over the next few months, mainly to do with my master's course in college. I might be able to do some work experience with the TV side of RTE. We'll see how things go, but ideally, yeah, you could see me on the TV screens on RTE, or maybe TG Cahir hopefully in a few years' time, if not sooner. Oh, not later. I don't know about that. Well, maybe. I think we'll give Ryan Tubridy a chance first before I step in. But I don't really mind. Kind of entertainment is my main thing, and whether it's in English, in Irish, it doesn't make a difference to me, as long as I'm making people laugh and making people happy to be listening in or watching. I'm happy with that. So anyone can give a challenge to me, and I'll be up first. Matt Samuels, Abigail Bailey, this is Killer for all the SpunOuters on SpunOut.ie. For anyone who wants to get involved with the media or even radio in general, I would say listen carefully to who you like. If there's a favourite DJ or presenter or TV host that you like, start analysing what they do. Start listening to how they speak, to the style they have, and I don't mean fashion, I mean of how they put themselves across, their personality across, and try and find your own. But also maybe pick up a few points from them and see how it goes. As well as that, start getting involved with community radio stations or community TV, because you will get contacts just from being involved with that. So start small, but also learn from the big guys.